Hello, dear Doomers and Doomerettes. Andrew here, founder and CEO of Doomer to Doomer Mental Health Solutions. No, I'm just regular Eastern European white trash. But not the whole thing was a joke. Actually, I am here to offer you a way out of depression, anxiety, sadness, all these terrible, terrible things that destroy our lives. So, without ado, oh, it's actually through this door there. No, I'm just kidding. It's of course not through this door. This video is not gonna be about a door. I'm not a carpenter, okay? This is not a carpenting channel, but let me know in the comments section if you want to see videos about how to be a carpenter from me. But this video is not one of those. This video is actually about what you can do to fix your depression. If you're asking yourself, Andrew, you pudgy asshole with weird facial hair, what makes you qualified to offer me life advice? And the answer is absolutely fucking nothing, my friend. I'm not certified, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist. And me and you are not that different. Most of my life I suffered from depression, and I won't lie, I still do sometimes. Because I'm not here to bullshit you, I'm not here to offer you some magical thing that will magically you wave a magical wand and fix your life. No, it's not one of these videos. It's just not. But I've just tried one thing, okay? I've tried one thing to fix my depression that you didn't. How do I know? Well, it's because you're watching this video, my friend. It's simple. Happy people who are satisfied with their lives, or quote-unquote normies, they don't watch this kind of videos. So I'm pretty positive that, well, maybe you're just watching it for your entertainment, which is okay. Just keep watching. Maybe it gets funny sometimes, but if you're here to look for a way to fix your depression, then you shouldn't look any further, because I suggest you try this one thing. But before I explain what this thing is, let's find out if you're the kind of guy or a girl, doesn't matter, that will benefit from this advice. Because if you're not a doomer, this advice will not work on you. What do I mean by that? Well, it's simple. So let's take a look at the definition of the word from Urban Dictionary. So what's a doomer according to Urban Dictionary? It's a person who has experienced apparent hardship, relationship breakup, job loss, failure, etc., and has become fully immersed in apathy, self-hatred, does it sound like you? Depression, and generally being a loner. Usually asleep or tired in the day and more active at the night, spending time on the internet or going on long night walks, ruminating. Well, it sure sounds like me at some stage of my life, I can tell you that. Right. Doomers often want a normal life, but find it hard to understand why everything goes against them, and think long and hard about a path back to normality. Okay. If you're wondering why I made a face while I was reading this phrase, doomers often want a normal life, is because I don't buy this bullshit. Okay, let's be fair. Let's give this definition a benefit of the doubt. Now, the first part was okay. A doomer is usually a guy who is drowning in apathy, self-hatred, depression, and so long and so forth. Now, yeah, that sounds reasonable. But this part, about normal life. Let's just think. Let's just use our human brain, not just reptile brain in this video. So, what do they mean exactly? Well, it does seem like a factually correct definition, doesn't it? Yeah, a doomer has experienced hardship, relationship breakup, job loss, etc., got disillusioned with it, and now is miserable. Yeah, that sounds natural. We've all been there, okay? We've all been there, we've all been miserable, we've all been fucked up mentally. But what seems paradoxical to me in this definition is the next step, the next logical step they take with this text. They say, doomers often want a normal life. Well, it personally strikes me as weird. It strikes me as weird that somehow there is this idea of normalcy all of a sudden. So a person is miserable, yeah? And somehow the solution that they seek is normalcy? Why? Because, my friend, I'm recording this video for one sole purpose. Just ask yourself this question. What do you want? You want happiness or you want normalcy? Because these are very different things, dude. These are different things. Yeah, you've tried all these. You've tried achieving happiness through all that. Don't tell me it's not this way, because we all humans live to be happy. It's a birthright to be happy. That's the definition of depression, a person who is unhappy. The definition of depression is not a guy who's not normal, okay? So why do they sell us, the society, why does it sell us the definition of normalcy and masquerade it as happiness? You come to the society and says, hey, dear society, I'm miserable. I'm upset. Please advise on how to achieve happiness. And the society says, no, it's simple. It's actually simple, my friend. You just do all these normal things. You just look for joy in a woman, in a job, in a specific amount of money that you have in a bank account, in a specific status. Because that's what normal. Your happiness equals normalcy. Once again, they say to you, happiness equals normalcy. Does it make sense? No, of course it doesn't. Happiness is one thing, normalcy is another thing. What's normal in society today will be very not normal tomorrow. Just remember the COVID times, okay? It was not normal to be a NEET, not in employment or education. This is how this abbreviation works, NEET, if you don't know. And it was not normal to sit at home all day. Well, the COVID strikes and it's magically normal, because the society does this switcheroo about what is and what isn't normal all the fucking time, dude. All the fucking time. And if you treat the society's definition of normalcy as your definition of happiness, that's when it begins to suck, my friend. That's when it begins to suck absolute balls. This sucks monumentally. Why? Because happiness is a private thing. You're in charge of formulating what happiness is for you, not the society. I've been misguided too in my day. I'm not so misguided anymore. I'm not perfect. I still get depressed. I still have problems. But I don't get misguided this way. I don't go to the society and ask, society, please give me a list of things that are supposed to work for 5 billions of people who populate this world in equal measure, with equal measure of success for everybody. Give me this magic list. And the list usually goes like, Go get a degree. Go get a job. Go get a this. Go get a that. Go get a girlfriend. Go earn uh, ten hun- ten $10,000 to go or something like this. Well, if you are the person whose definition of society's normalcy and happiness is one and the same thing, then okay, well, then you don't have any problems, that you don't need this fucking video. But let's admit it, you're watching this video because this way of solving, or rather not solving the problem, failed you. Just think about it. Did these things work for you? These normal things that you've tried? Of course not. That's the whole reason why you're here, listening to this video. They didn't bring you anything. A job didn't make you happy. A girl didn't make you happy. What am I saying? Just give up on relationships, on jobs, on life? No. No, of course not. Well, give up on every advice to seek a job or seek a satisfying relationship? No. Of course not. You can absolutely find joy in a relationship. You can absolutely find joy in having a good job. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is you've tried these things, they didn't make you happy, so that means your definition of happiness is different. If you tried a job that didn't work, your happiness is not in your job, right? So you tried that, it didn't work. So how about seeking your own definition of happiness? How about you stop seeking normalcy and start seeking happiness? They're manipulating you. They're saying, just be normal and then you'll be happy. Well, you've tried that. That was a monumental fuck up, so maybe just give up on being normal. Maybe just think, really, really think hard. What is happiness for you personally, my friend? I don't know what this is, but I know a way of how to find it, okay? Honestly. This method is very straightforward. It's almost dumb, but it never fails. It never fails. It never failed me, I can tell you that. I was a miserable slob. And I've tried this method, and now I'm okay. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm ascending to a higher plane of consciousness out of sheer joy, but at least I'm happier right now. So what's the method? You just make a list of things that you're afraid of, then pick one and do that thing. For example, I used to be afraid of public speaking, very afraid. I was very shy in high school. I'm still kind of shy in social settings sometimes. But my arch enemy, my nemesis was always public speaking. And you know what? Once upon a time, I just got so fucking miserable that I decided this is the lowest of the low and I have nothing to lose. I'm like, I've reached ground zero of being a doomer. As far as you can imagine from being a happy guy as you can as can be, you know? And I decided, well, if I have nothing to lose, if I'm a pathetic slob, then I'll just try it. Nothing can go wrong. Literally nothing can go wrong. For you as well. I know. Because this video is for people like us, for people who have these kind of problems. Who are fucked up, seriously, okay? And who waste a monumental amount of energy sometimes to maintain this image. Well, no, I'm not a fuck up still. This can be better still. I can be better just by changing the way I think about these things. No, you can't. and you waste your energy on pretending you're a fuck up. No, no, dude. Just admit you are a fuck up. Okay? If you're watching this video and thinking, oh my, I'm a doomer. How do I fix my doomer life? You are a fuck up. Trust me. Honestly, I've been there. I know how it feels. There's nothing bad about it. You're not a bad person for feeling it. Your feelings are absolutely valid. Many people are miserable in this society. It's partially the failure of the system, but it's partially your responsibility on how to fix your life. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you admit you're a colossal fuck up. Then you say to yourself, I have nothing to lose. I'm at the bottom of the ocean, I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm touching the bottom of the sea. There's nowhere. I'm plumbing depth of fucking doomerism. I'm depressed as fuck, so I have nothing to lose. And if you really, really, if you really internalize this thought, then it helps you. It's like, well, if I have nothing to lose, then how can they control me? How can they say, oh, you're a loser. You're a loser. You're not gonna be successful if you don't follow our silly instructions on how to lead your life. And you're like, duh. Yeah, I'm a loser. So? Okay. Oh, sorry, sir. We have nothing to offer now. Because we had this list for miserable fucks that don't want to admit they're miserable fucks, with false definitions of happiness written all over it, but apparently you're not our clientele. Sorry. Yeah, dude, that's how it works. Just stop being afraid of being a loser. You already are a loser. Yeah, that's step, and that's step 2. And the next step, you just pick a thing that you're afraid of and go do it. What did I do? Well, I did stand-up comedy. I occasionally do stand-up comedy still. I was terrible at it. I sucked at it. My first time I was like Eminem, Mom Spaghetti level of nervous. But it gets better. So I guarantee it gets better with any fear. But I can absolutely justifiably say that with public speaking it works like that, because I tried the very same thing. Anyhow, if you're looking for a way out, it's kind of a shock therapy, but that is what you need right now, because you're dead. You need to be resuscitated, my friend. Well, metaphorically dead, of course. You're not dead inside. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, dude. You're not hopeless, okay? Trust me, you're not hopeless. If you're still looking at me, watching this video at this point, you're not hopeless. There is help. The help is coming, dude. Who can help you? You. Not me. Not the society. Nobody, just you. You can help yourself. It's simple, just pick a fear and go at it. Have a go at it. Fear of public speaking, for instance. You know what to do. Sign up for an open mic in your town. I'm not saying become Louis C.K. or George Carlin. I'm saying go smack dab in the middle of your fear. Face it down. Because really, if you think about it, there is no way out. I've tried that. Am I the happiest person in the world? No. There's no such thing as happiest person in the world. But there is a happy person and there is a miserable person. What is a miserable person in my mind? Well, a miserable person is a guy who makes up stories of how he's still redeemable as a fuck up while being a fuck up. And a happy person is a person that says, well, I fucked up, but I can fix this. Because I know what makes me happy. But hey, I never said how to find your own personal happiness, did I? Oh, because it just doesn't work like this. If you're this level of doomerism, if you're at this stage of doomerism, you cannot just properly find out fast what your happiness is. But What I can absolutely guarantee is the fear that you're experiencing is the guide. Is the guide towards happiness. Absolutely. If I guarantee one thing in my life, on my everything, on my honor, on my, I don't know, collection of doomer hats, on my fucking door, fear is showing you the way towards happiness. In and of itself, fear is not happiness, of course, but fear is like fear is guiding you toward it, because I can tell you it works. I was afraid of public speaking. I tried public speaking. I sucked at it multiple times. Then I was bearable. Then I was kind of good at it sometimes. I still suck at it sometimes. I'm not ideal, but I've tried it and it worked. And the result is I feel happier. Dude, trust me. Trust me. You don't need normalcy. You don't need all of these silly little status and money things that society utilizes to make us miserable and perpetually dissatisfied with ourselves. You don't need this to fix your self-image. You don't need this shit. You don't need this things that go along with this definition of doomer from Urban Dictionary that we'd read. You don't need this. You got it. Just try doing one thing that you're afraid of. If it's so hard, yes, man, it's fucking hard. And it doesn't get easier right away. But in the end, it will get easier. And you will be happier. This is my piece. Take it or leave it. But I sure wish you luck. That's why I created this channel. For you not to feel alone. For you not to be alone. Please know that your negative and positive feelings about this video, about your life, about society are valid. Your happiness matters. What makes me happy is to record videos like this. I sure hope it helps you, man. Or woman. Man or woman. I sure hope it helps. Well, that's it for today. I was Andrew. Please like if you want, and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more tips on how to fix your depression and other mental issues. Thank you very much. Goodbye.